I'm being bullied. It is not just an agent. I mean, to be honest, from silhouette, it looks like the therapist. I wish with all my heart that what I saw in the Wayfarer wasn't real, but at the same time, with everything going on, it was too important to ignore. In a state of anxiety, I hide in the plane and wait for my friends to arrive. Thankfully, there's plenty of snacks and drinks on the plane. A bit stale, like Kyron mentioned, but satisfying nonetheless. If we ever needed to truly hide, this would be our best bet. I can't shake this feeling though. I feel like I'm losing my mind. We don't know the person yet, but who would us, the protagonist, probably approach? That is actually... Oh, Cypher. It was Cypher, wasn't it? Not Cypher, Hermes. It was Hermes most likely, huh? No? Okay, fair enough then. Was I bottling everything up for so long that it's finally escaping? No, it couldn't be. I'll talk with my friends, and they will put my mind at ease.
Hey, Delta! Sorry to keep you waiting. Figured I'd round everyone up and drive here together.
It's the leader.
Can't believe he convinced me to get in that death trap.
It's not a death trap, it's homie.
It's homie. It is homie. It is at the
If
HQ.
your idea of a home is a torture chamber, sure. Can't believe people used to drive around in things like that.
Huh?
Like I keep saying, you'll thank me for having it one day.
Well, I certainly thank you for having a
That
car.
day is not today.
Anyway, what's up? That text was kind of worrisome.
For some reason, I saw Argus
You
agent.
mean just minding their own business, right?
I say
Right?
nothing. Right? It's very sure. The whole scene was so scary, and we are the protagonist. I shake my head.
What happened exactly?
I saw them at the Wayfarer when I picked up
Oh,
Auntie's
I'll
wallet.
take that back, by the way.
Gimme. I nod and toss him the wallet. He catches it with ease. Then... They were standing by the door, staring at
That
me.
doesn't mean they were after us, though.
They
Maybe
approached
they
me.
realized someone snuck in there and upped the security.
They stared directly at me and held up an apple.
That is problematic.
That doesn't make sense. It's too perfect?
Kind of.
Remember what I said last week? Argus cracks down immediately. They wouldn't let us wander.
Yeah, they don't seem like the type to play mind games like this. If they were on our trail, we'd already be locked up.
I guess so.
Don't they have bigger fish to fry? You know, like with Hermes and Cypher? Kind of figured we were small time compared to that.
Yes, but also we got an insider who is really high up. I feel like they don't believe me. Is it worth the risk to just disregard this?
We're not disregarding it. It just feels like we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
What's
Maybe
the puzzle
they
though?
think we're caught up with Hermes? They could be gathering intel before they act.
I guess so.
You mean during the con next week?
Oh no.
If they want to abide by his timeline, yeah. I really hope we're not caught in the crosshairs here.
Call me paranoid, but I just knew something would happen. Everything was going way too smoothly.
True.
They were probably onto us from the start.
Are
Agreed.
we gonna get in trouble?
No.
You might, but I don't know about me. Feel like I'll just get kicked out and go back to my normal life.
That is probably true. Unless they can't do anything because we are watching memories via nostalgia technology now. And so are they. So they can't infiltrate with what already happened.
You instill
That is
us
true.
with so much hope.
Altering memories. Kind of like in a different game called Remember
It's
Me.
part of the job, but you can't say I didn't warn you about this. Remember, I told you about my vision. Still on the colony.
What about Isaac's, though?
Has he actually told you what it is? What do you mean?
Not fully.
Tell you what it is, or did you just take his word for it?
I don't like what you're implying.
Oh.
Just speaking my mind, that's all. Don't really have a stake in all this business. I'm only here to enjoy life in the city for as long as I can.
That is a good
I won't
idea.
even consider it an option.
To be honest, just for the safety of ours, I would be willing to think that Isaac did keep a secret.
What are we
Or two.
considering exactly?
Klace seems a bit lost in his diary, scribbling notes once
That
more.
Isaac lied about his vision and lured us into a dangerous situation. Or that he could be lying about any number of things he said.
True.
It could be Klace too.
Huh?
Always staring at us, taking notes.
Don't gaslight us. Come on. Zero. Of all things you can do, don't
I'm
gaslight
not
us.
taking notes.
What are you writing in there then?
It's a diary.
And you won't mind if I take a look.
Chiron walks towards Klace like he's on a mission. Almost immediately, however, Isaac blocks his path. Throwing accusations is the best things to do now. Right.
Chiron,
Exactly.
Stop. That's not how things work around here. In the city, we trust our friends until they give us a reason not to.
None of you see any
I
reason.
missed the scary part because I was called Ree. I heard it though. That's something.
I don't really see one.
I don't think we're being deceived, Chiron. If we get in trouble, it's just because we slipped up.
Exactly. Chiron scoffs.
You trust too easily. It's a recipe for disaster, but I'm the odd one out, so I'll take your word for it.
And you're paranoid.
Good. Just calm down, everybody.
I noticed that Klace looks terrified, clenching his diary to his chest.
Everything is gonna be fine.
Poor
Promise.
Klace.
Delta, what you saw is alarming, but it's not a death sentence.
Alright.
How so?
We're still safe. We can keep it that way. From this point on, we don't leave each other's sides.
We had the game glitch and show the figure remind us of our first interaction with the Zero. Then they glitched. Afterwards, the music was still messy. It was incredibly messy, huh?
Ooh, does that mean we get to sleep together too?
Yes, please.
Taylor,
Let us all sleep together in one big fluffy pile.
Sorry.
if Argus is watching us, then we can't split up anymore. In fact, letting Delta go get your wallet was probably too risky.
Maybe. He looks at Dante, who simply
For
nods.
me,
What about my streams?
We'll just chill in your living room or something.
Yup.
And Delta's counselor sessions?
We can wait outside. I said we wouldn't split up. We'll all still be close by.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that, actually. Makes me feel a lot more safe.
And it makes me feel more like part of the
Then I
group.
get to come to the Quantum Leap?
I suppose you do.
Seems like a win-win to me. Maybe hook me up with that group chat too?
Yay!
Well, it seems like we don't really have a choice.
True. No choice anymore. This is all happening so suddenly, but seeing that agent was sudden too. Sticking as close together as possible makes sense, at least in my mind. We could all be on the lookout and we would be a bit safer. Reminds me of those dumb characters in horror movies that always split up. I know, right? They are such an idiot. It's a lot easier for the enemy to take us down one by one. Comparing my life to horror, fantastic. Also, don't think that one of us is a traitor or lying in any way, but sticking together would eliminate the possibility of shady activity. If we all kept tabs on one another, it would be a lot harder to do anything malicious.
But we need some ground rules. Just in case this agent thing is actually real.
Yeah?
Actually real? What do you mean?
I mean, I hate to say it, but we didn't see anything. We just have Delta's word to go off of.
are
True.
you saying Delta's lying?
No, perhaps they're just mistaken. I've been on edge a lot lately too, you know. Definitely thought I saw some stuff in the corner of my eye.
Cue Scooby-Doo, let's split up, gang. Times to split up, gang. I did consider that. It could be all in my head.
That's fair.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be cautious. If anything, this can just push us toward a better overall plan.
But you know, guys, what I noticed, and that's been bugging me a lot? Argus logo. Just fits almost perfectly here. Coincidence? I think not.
What did you have in mind?
Well, bathroom breaks, separate beds, and stuff like that. We can still give each other alone time, just in different rooms. The security in all of our houses is good enough to make that happen.
Yeah.
True. If anyone comes near my house, I'll know about it.
Mine too. So those should be our safe spaces.
Yeah.
And this plane.
Could be risky. In our homes, at least we're in control. I have no idea what's going on beneath the surface here.
Does it fit in Taylor's mouth? I mean, kind of to what you call it. Wait, thinking.
If
Is
they
that
could hear
the
us in
wrong
this
sprite?
plane, things would have ended a while ago.
Oh, Taylor's.
Remember, this is where you
Not
told us your
Isaac's.
grand plan.
Boom. Cue up the interstellar music at this point.
Maybe that's what tipped them off.
Yeah.
And remember who suggested that we come here?
He tilts his head towards Klace.
Chiron, you need to stop pointing fingers. We're all in this together, and we'll keep each other safe. Besides, I know Argus will give in to Cypher's demands.
They will.
You sound so certain. It's almost coming off as cocky.
That may be.
You're the one to
I
speak.
really believe it. And we
Or
can't
Chiron
get-
ear
Then
tips.
we just need to buy time until Hermes' deadline.
Yeah,
I suppose so. It's what we would have done anyway.
exactly.
Then what's the next step?
And Dante ears as well. Look at this. Actually, it's a better fit than anyone else's. What the hell?
We should go to my place. Like I said, the security is top-notch. You know how much I value my privacy.
Yup.
Yeah, don't want those wild fans to come knocking.
We can talk more about it there. This was all so haphazard, but I think it's a good start.
We all we'll all look at each other and nod. Even in this new situation, it feels like we're back to square one. I just hope that this ends in the favor of the Zeros and by extension, us. Because if what we did is no longer bad, then we would be in the